We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Underway through the snowflakes here in Western PA. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The play fake. Here's Stroud. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
Check. Again, left side here for Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Hot 70, 70 Ryan.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Cougar 19. Say.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
And the Steelers
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Tiger, 19. Here we go. Start. Go.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Get it. 70, Timberwolf. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chris
well now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. Sending it downfield for Fant. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
So conventional wisdom says, all right, it's a snow game. The footing's bad. This is just going to be a slugfest and pound the ball. But it's actually the opposite. The offense actually has all the advantage because they know where they're going. So the passing game, if done right, can actually be a huge advantage in this sort of weather. And they're going to continue to test these guys in the passing game downfield.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it. That is T.J. Watt getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
38-yard line.
Hold it ready. Come on, come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cut 19, cut 19. Let go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Ready, set. 70, Timberwolf. Ready.
On the give, it's Johnson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and 9.
Liking 18. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
They'll go again with Johnson. So, 4th down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. Moving to his right. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Stroud connects with Collins. And it's a first down for Houston. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Flush to his right. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. First and 10.
16 yards. And the Texans first down.
Now Mixon. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. Like, they identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tank down. Touchdown, Houston.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Velus Jones now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. That's out quickly to Pittman.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 4.
Here we go. Ready.
Again, and here's Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Buffalo 18.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
28 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play.
Line.
Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Panther 60, Panther 60. Scoop.
It's a design run with Jones. Oh, the ball's out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. There's the big tight end pass. Still going. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Steelers 7. Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard
Ball
line.
on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check. Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Texans are going to come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Short one there to his tight end, Fant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards.
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
First and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Junior on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close.
18. That's it.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. Through the snowflakes, this one good. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
Brings up second and 9.
Mikey, 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinals. 19 Tiger. 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete contact, but the flags. Going to be fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and it's a very good kick. Angled toward the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the lines. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd, they need 8. On play action. Stroud out to his right. He's going to air this one out. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Noel. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's in. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the stick.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Back. 68. Cowboy 80.
Undercut.
Check up.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
Liking 18. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
Hey, Uno. Buzzy. Here we go. 11.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Buzzy.
Stroud going to set up to throw. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. And he's got another one. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Austin now to return this. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
A run here with Johnson. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Back. Check out.
Another run here with Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
45-yard line.
Ready, break. Step. Ready. Like 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll run. Johnson will get this to about midfield. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Red. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hut.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let's go now. 60. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page in this tournament. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Oh, look at him move away from the tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Panthers 50, Panthers 50. Johnny Lions.
Watch the whip.
Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Steelers first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal to go.
Johnson, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On for the extra point is Boswell. Big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the gun, here's Stroud. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. Texans, 1st down.
Now Stroud. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
First down.
Tony.
1st and 10 at the 35.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Covering very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down for Houston.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Texans.
On the quick, right?
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal. Moving outside the pocket. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And it'll bring up second and goal.
Oh, and
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Take down. Touchdown, Texans. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will extend this third quarter lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Austin now to return this. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Buffalo 8, ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
motion, motion.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On the 6. Go. Cougar 19.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Go, go, go.
Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Third down and 9.
18 Rattler.
Third down.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Pioneers.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous throw there. there is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got it. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
Rudolph. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
17.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To throw is Rudolph. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Rudolph. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Buggy. Love it. How was that? Hey, uno. 18.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That is caught. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to
Now
score.
a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Jones now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the twins.
Back to throw is Rudolph. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. 2nd and 10.
Sack! Cougar 19! Rocco Lee!
Fresno!
incomplete. Good work. I think the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Rudolph looking to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
On the kid, it's Johnson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Will also be gone. Brings up second and 11.
Throwing, Rudolph. He'll swing this out to Johnson, and he will score again. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Steelers cut into the lead a little bit. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
Set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Come on. Let's go.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 29. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
After 60, after 60. Warriors 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions.
Now they'll set up to throw. Not going to be be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On play action. Stroud. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 75 yards. Touchdown, Houston. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Jones now on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, it's Johnson. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage and get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go again with Johnson. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Texans are going to have it just past their 25. Defenders as well to get leverage to get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4.
It's now second and 6.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Look to hot, look to hot. 118, what's that?
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. He gets that to his big target there. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall. Now whistles and timeout. Go figure. Not sure the point of this. We can stop it. 4 seconds left in the game. Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll run out of the zone with Johnson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.